Hey, it's our Monday update on Tuesday. But this week I have a very good reason. Monday was a holiday. And of course, we still want to mention as we celebrate Memorial Day that we remember those who have paid the ultimate price that we might live freely as we do. And we are very appreciative. I stand in the debt of those who have paid that price. And as I have mentioned in other venues at other times, I'm very lucky, doubly so. One is I get to benefit, like all of us living today in America, from those who gave their lives in defense or in purchase of our freedom. But the other thing that I hold very lucky is that I don't share in those families, really, in at least in my direct descent line, that I can say I share with those families about having a loved one. I have several men in my family who served, but I don't share in that part where they gave their lives, because the men in my family, as near as I can tell, all came home, and I'm doubly blessed by that. But I certainly recognize and appreciate those who did not. So as you celebrated Memorial Day this last weekend, um, certainly hope that you called those things to mind, in addition to enjoying outside in the long weekend and all of those things. And so we got a few things to talk about today. If you're looking at this video, you probably saw the description. So let me just get to number one, and that is Sunday volunteers. First off, this past Sunday, as we got together for the first time physically since the stay-at-home order for COVID-19, I want to say thank you to those who volunteered, those who greeted at the door, those who cleaned up between our services, those who agreed to worship over in the gym, who agreed to worship over in the gym to help our folks. It turned out we probably didn't need the gym overflow, but it was super nice to have folks available who were willing to sacrifice being present in the sanctuary in order to welcome those who came to join us had we needed that overflow. And we did have several folks in attendance, and of course we still have several folks who were not in attendance, and we understand that. So want to say a big thank you to last week, but also say that we could use some volunteers for this week. And I'll be reaching out to some of you who have volunteered for like tech ministry and that sort of thing. But we do need, again, folks to volunteer to clean up between services, to sanitize. We need folks to greet at the door again. So again, we don't have that issue of everybody grabbing the door handle in succession. And it's just nice to open the door for people. And then the other thing we're going to do the gym worship just a little differently this week because of our attendance last week. We do need to have, I don't know, 4 or 5 folks probably ready to go worship at the gym. But the way we're going to approach that this week is we're going to say, you come to the sanctuary and we'll monitor as we get closer and closer to service time. We'll just see how we're doing as far as filling up. And we may just come to a point where we say, yep, better go over to the gym, because we're going to send people over there very shortly. But we'll have you in the house and kind of on what they would say on board the aircraft carrier. And I know because I watch Top Gun, you're on the ready 5, so to speak. And so we'll just have you in the sanctuary, but ready to go over to the gym. So if you'd like to help us out, if you're willing to help us out with any of those volunteer opportunities, well, you can email me, text me, Facebook Messenger, or just respond or in the comments of this video or post. All right, that takes us to number 2. Number 2 is prayer meeting tomorrow night, Wednesday evening, May 27th. We're going to get together for prayer meeting. Now, the rest of our Wednesday activities for now, specifically our kids and our youth, we are not doing those just yet. We are trying to, get those figured out. But basically, it will be required. It will be something that our state will have to give us guidance on, as those social distancing restrictions are in place. That's very hard to figure out any kind of classroom setting for that. So for now, just prayer meeting. And I think our choir is going to use the sanctuary after prayer meeting for choir practice, but we're going to have prayer meeting and invite you to come with us. We will not live broadcast our prayer meeting, because obviously many of the things that we pray about are very personal in nature, and it would not be for that kind of uncontrolled audience. And so we have people who have who connected with us on prayer chain. Lots of you through Realm are connected to the prayer chain. If you're not getting our prayer requests, we'll get in contact with us. We either need to set you up on Realm or we need to get you in the right group so you get those. But we will not broadcast our prayer meeting, but we do invite you to come at 6 o'clock. We'll continue to observe the physical distancing requirements, and we'll have the tape in the sanctuary just like it was. And so we'll spread out, but we will pray together. And I'm looking forward to that. Hope you'll come and join us tomorrow night as you are able. And then, hopefully for the foreseeable future, that's what we'll be doing. So then that takes us to number 3, and that's another meeting coming up this Sunday. We said in our worship services Sunday morning that next Sunday night we would have our regular family meeting, and that is what we call our business meeting. It really is. A church is a family. Our church at Union Hill Baptist Church is a family, and so when we get together for business meeting, that just kind of has a negative connotation. So we've taken them to calling them our family meeting, and that's what it is. We get to know what's going on. We get to decide on any issues that are facing our church family, and we do have a couple of those. You'll see those on email. We'll send the agenda to you this week, kind of give you a heads up about what we'll be discussing. But mostly our family meetings are times where we can report what our ministries are doing, where we're headed, what's going on, and you can just get some information about the status of our church ministries. And that'll happen at 6 o'clock, our regular evening service time. And then we'll be moving through that time, and we've got some other things in store for Sunday nights as we move forward, and hopefully we'll be back to those very soon. But more information, we kind of limit these Monday updates to 3 topics, and then we'll get more information to you as we move along. But family meeting Sunday night, 6 p.m. We will have, again, our regular schedule for Sunday morning worship. That is, we'll have 8:30 and 11 o'clock worship. We'll live stream that like we did this last Sunday. You can be part of that either in person or online. And still don't have any Sunday school meeting, although some classes are finding alternate times to get together, and you can use our building for that. Your Sunday school teacher should have some information about that. So if you ought to be looking for communication from them or asking for communication from them, if that's the case. But we're trying to be able to get together with particularly our adult Sunday school classes that in a way that observes the recommendations of our state government with social distancing right now, but also provides our Sunday school classes a way to connect. We want to connect and keep those connections strong across our families. So we're looking forward to Sunday, particularly with our family meeting Sunday night at 6 p.m., but all of our services, and looking forward to prayer meeting next week. Hope you will come and join us. And any questions you have, any things that you want to find out, things we may have left out, you are welcome to email us or call at the office, and we will do the very best to answer them. We will see you soon. Thanks for joining us today.